Perak Darul Rizwan is a tranquil state, vibrant with development, rich in history, as well as natural resources to be preserved for future generations. The state of Perak is rich with beautiful natural resources that can be seen from afar, with clean rivers and green tropical rainforests. In 2018, the total forest area was estimated at approximately 1,013,478.76 hectares, or 48.17% of the whole of Perak. From that figure, 988,913.69 hectares has been gazetted permanent forest reserve. This makes Perak the state with the highest acreage of forest reserve in Peninsular Malaysia. There are two main classes of permanent forest reserve according to its functionality, namely forest protection and forest product yield. Forest reserve functions to ensure the climatic and physical environment, which protects water resources, soil fertility and quality of the environment, protects biological diversity and lessen damage to rivers and agricultural lands due to floods and soil erosion. Forest production functions to retain affordable rate of supply of all logs and forest produce extracted economically for domestic and export purposes. The responsibility of managing and administrating this huge forest area comes under the purview of the Perak Forest Department. With the vision to be the ultimate agency in tropical forest management, the Perak State Forest Department is determined to shoulder the trust placed on its shoulders.
Usaha-usaha akan terus dijalankan oleh Jabatan Perhutanan Negeri Perak bagi mengerawati dan mewartakan tanah-tanah kerajaan yang berhutan sesuai untuk dijadikan hutan simpanan kekal.
In general, there are 8 types of forests that can be found in the state of Perak based on physiography and height above the sea level. There are montane ericaceous forests, oak laurel forests, upper hill dipterocarp forests, hill dipterocarp forests, lowland dipterocarp forests, peat swamp forests or karangas forests, freshwater swamp forests, and mangrove forests. Under the Sustainable Forest Management, the State Forestry Department has long managed its forests based on selective management system practices. Among others, that guaranteed the conservation of forest resources, continuous and productive supply of forest resources, and minimize the impacts on the residual stand to ensure the areas have enough stockings for the next cutting cycle. The management practice also aimed to reduce rehabilitation costs and to ensure a better environmental quality. Selective management system was introduced in 1978 to enable the manipulation of a more flexible cutting regime to achieve conservation objective and also continuous supply of timber resources. The sequence of selective management system operation includes activities such as pre-felling activities, felling and post-felling activities. Pre-felling activities involves boundary demarcation of licensed area. Involves areas that were approved for forest harvesting and no forest encroachment found in the area. Pre-felling inventory. Pre-felling inventory is executed on a permanent forest reserve area prior to harvesting to gather accurate and meaningful information on the stock position, content, condition and distribution of all big trees, sticks, saplings and seedlings to be known as true forest fillings, and to determine optimum cutting limits to ensure long-term development of the forest. Determination of cutting limits. The minimum tree diameter permissible limit for processing in permanent forest reserve will be determined through pre-felling data analysis. For the state of Perak, the limit of cuts practiced for the species of the Dipterocarpa group is not less than 50 centimeters, while the species of the non-Dipterocarpa group are not less than 45 centimeters. For Chengal, the limit of the minimum cutting is 65 centimeters. Tree marking. Tree marking for logging trees, mother trees, protected trees, roadside trees, fungus or diseased trees, and shared site trees are carried out based on the prescribed limitations using the tree tag or paint tag for the purpose of harvesting and preservation of forests. Activities during felling. A forest harvesting plan must be prepared and attainment of license prior to harvesting of the forest. Furthermore, forest harvesting activities will involve the construction of forest roads and directional cutting of trees. Periodic monitoring of forest harvesting activities will also be undertaken to ensure that the conditions and regulations set are fully complied with. Once the forest harvesting activity is completed, the closure of the cutting block or cancellation of the license will be done with the preparation of the forest harvesting closure report. Post-felling activity. Once forest harvesting activities are carried out, post-felling inventory works are conducted to ensure the type of silviculture treatment. Silviculture treatment will be carried out within 2 to 5 years after logging. After 10 years of logging, a forest inventory of regenerated forests will be carried out to determine the status of the forest stand. Post-felling activities includes enrichment planting and cutting of vines. At the final stage, the area will be left to regenerate naturally within a period of 10 to 30 years before pre-felling inventory for the next cutting cycle is carried out. Forest management in Perak involves delicate planning and implemented with dedication. The management efforts are based on forest management plan that was prepared for a 10-year period between 2016 to 2025. It is a very important and comprehensive document used as guidance on a daily basis for the management of the forests. Selective management system has proven to be a success in managing and conserving forest resources based on international standards.
Pada dasarnya, Jabatan Perhutanan Negeri Perak telah berjaya menguruskan khazanah hutan di negeri ini secara mampan dan ini dibuktikan melalui kejayaan Jabatan Perhutanan Negeri Perak mengekalkan sijil pengurusan hutan yang telah diperolehi sejak 2001 lagi sehingga sekarang.
The Matang mangrove, which is situated in Kuala Sepetang, is one of the best managed mangroves in the world. It was managed sustainably based on a 30-year cutting rotation. The main objective of the mangrove management is for the production of charcoal, poles, conservation and protection of environment, ecotourism and research. Apart from providing a source of income, the Matang mangrove also acts as a habitat for a variety of birds, otters and monkeys. Wood-based industry has long been providing positive impact on the nation's economy. The Wood-Based Industry Act in 1984 has empowered and entrusted the State Forestry Department to control, facilitate and issue license to wood-based industries that utilize forest resources in the country. Up to 2019, the Perak State Forestry Department has developed 14 recreational forests in the state of Perak Darul Rizwan. The main objective of the forest recreation is to support the development and management of part of the permanent forest reserve classified under Section 10(1) of the National Forestry Act Enactment 1984 Application 1985 as a social responsibility to the community for educational, recreational and ecotourism benefits. However, in 2014, recreational forests in Peninsular Malaysia, including the recreational forest in Perak, was rebranded and known as Taman Eco Rimba or Eco Forest Park. This Eco Forest Park branding also includes aspects of improvement of service delivery and relationship by the department to the public, providing a better experience for visitors and increasing the positive perception of the community towards the Eco Forest Park from all dimensions. Most importantly, this rebranding is important to foster a critical social-emotional relationship that is the community's trust to the National Forestry Department in general. The nature-based tourism sector is increasingly popular today. Recreational and learning activities are the main attractions of the local community as well as foreign tourists. Ulu Kanas Eco Forest Park, Kuala Kangsar, received the Forestry Department's Best Forest Care Award in Peninsular Malaysia in 2014. Keledang Sayang Eco Rimba Park, located on the edge of Ipoh City, has the only Nepenthes park in Malaysia. It gathers 70 species of Nepenthes or pitchers from around the world. Nepenthes Park Keledang Sayang is also the 4th Nepenthes Park in the world. Thus, it is not surprising that the Eco Forest Park in Perak is an iconic ecotourism destination for Visit Perak Year. Majority of the indigenous people in Perak still live in the permanent forest reserve area. These people still depend very much on the forest for everyday needs, such as forest products, bamboo, rattans, herbs, honey, and agar wood. In relation to this, the State Forestry Department will continue to work together with the indigenous people to increase their awareness on the importance of the environment to maintain and sustain the forest ecosystem.
Terima kasih.
The Central Forest Spine, CFS, as translated into the National Physical Plan, is the backbone of the Sensitive Area Environment Network in Peninsular Malaysia, comprising 4 major forest groups, namely the Titiwangsa Range Nakaran Range, National Park East Range, Southeast Pahang, Chini and Bera Swamp Area, and Endau Rampin National Park, Kluang Wildlife Reserve. The state of Perak is directly involved in the implementation of CFS-1 when a number of permanent forest reserves are included in this linkage of 5 primary linkages and 3 secondary linkages. Clear evidence of commitment from the state government is through the construction of the viaduct CFS Ecological Ecology at PL2. His Royal Highness the Sultan of Perak Darul Ridwan, Sultan Nazrin Muizzuddin Shah Ibn Al-Mahum Sultan Azlan Muhibuddin Shah Al-Makfullah officiated the opening of the viaduct on September 22, 2015. The High Conservation Value Forest, or HCVF, was established to conserve and maintain forest areas with exciting features, threatened and endangered species, endemic areas critical to local communities' traditional cultural identity, either historically or of religious or sacred importance.
Okay, SCVF ni kita panggil dia sebagai High Conservation Value Forest lah. Salah satunya di sini Pulau Kelumpang. Pihak pengkaji sejarah menjumpai satu rangka lah yang mengatakan sini pendapatan awal manusia di Batang ni.
Enforcement is one of the most important aspects to mitigate any forest offences. It is very important in order to ensure sustainable forest management objectives are implemented. Enforcement activities were carried out according to the standard operating procedure prepared by the Forestry Department, Peninsular Malaysia. Steps taken based on the SOPs are as follows. Forest Area Inspection. Inspection of harvesting areas. Inspection of locks at transit point. Roadblocks. And inspection of wood-based industries premises. Strategies and plans are also being taken to ensure any breach of law can be mitigated and controlled. The strategies include informers rewards mechanism. Handling complaints. Intelligence. Investigations. Human resource development training and expansion activity. The use of state-of-the-art forestry technology. The State Forestry Department is also taking steps to further strengthen the efforts to conserve and rehabilitate the forest areas through various activities such as replanting.
Jabatan Perhutanan Negeri Perak juga terus mempergiatkan usaha-usaha ataupun kempen penanaman pokok dengan mensasarkan tanaman pokok sebanyak 2 juta pokok setahun. Sejak tahun 2001, sebanyak 20 juta pokok telah berjaya ditanam melalui kerjasama pelbagai pihak, termasuk NGO dan juga Institut Pendidikan Tinggi.
Tree climbing team was established to carry out collection of wild seedlings and saplings of various species of trees to be kept in forestry's nursery for future use. Forestry Nursery acts as an agent that supplies forestry saplings to ensure sustainability of the species from becoming extinct. It is indeed a great honor to note that I Ganda Forestry Nursery was awarded the Forest Department of Peninsular Malaysia's Best Forestry Nursery in 2014. Mobile Checking Station is the first of its kind in Peninsular Malaysia and has won the prestigious state-level KIK competition. Various awards and great accomplishment by the State Forestry Department is the testament of hard work from every dedicated staff. This has boosted the spirit of the staff to perform better in the future. The State Forestry Department is also involved in various corporate social responsibility activities to increase public awareness by disseminating information related to forestry and involving public through various public-related activities.
Adalah menjadi harapan Jabatan Perhutanan Negeri Perak agar kawasan berhutan di Negeri Perak terus kekal dan dapat diuruskan secara mampan demi kesejahteraan hidup masyarakat masa kini dan juga masa hadapan.
The forest is God's precious gift. The greenery, beauty, freshness, and its importance to ecosystem is invaluable.
Sama-sama kita bekerjasama dan juga menjaga pelestarian hutan kita.
Maklumat awam dapat membentras gejala-gejala yang boleh merosakkan hutan kita.
Yang sangat penting kepada semua masyarakat untuk kita sama-sama pelihara.
It is the department's commitment to plan, implement, monitor, enforce, and review any relevant management practices based on new development to ensure that our natural resources can be used now and for the future. Together we protect the forest, maintain its beauty. Green heritage for the future, forever.
Wawasan bersama.